Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. Today is Friday, April 22nd, 2022. It is 5:40 p.m. This is a mirrored moment message, and I am Tia DeShay. I write now so others can remember later. I produce purpose from chaos. I am a spiritual teacher for social, generational, and personal change. It is my intention to fulfill the scriptural mandates of Jeremiah 1:9 and Revelation 10:11, and also it is my intention to fulfill, or rather, it is my intention for Matthew, the 13th chapter and the 35th verse, to unfold in my life, practice, and ministry. Once again, I am Tia DeShay, and this is a Mirror Moment message with Tia DeShay, and Mirrored Moments is a trademark of Tia DeShay LLC. So this mirrored moment message is a prophetic word, and I was like, really, like, I should be beyond this by now. But I was really like debating on posting this message, and it's like, no, you know better, post the message. Because it's like it happened to me last year, and then I'm just thinking like, well, just because it happened to me does not mean that it's going around, so to speak. But it is going around. And I am to warn you about it so that you can be mindful and aware of what's going around. Um, if you have not already experienced this, people making accusations, false allegations, accusations against you, it will happen. Don't be surprised when it happens because you've been forewarned. And it's because people are projecting. People are highly people are highly depressed, um, going through severe mental turmoil, and they are projecting that on others. They are undergoing severe emotional, mental, maybe even physical, spiritual trauma, and because they haven't been taught or equipped with how to deal with it, they just keep going in life like everything is normal, and it's not. And then it manifests in accusing others, or what the term that's going around is projection. I looked up projection in the psychological term of projection. Psychological projection is a defense mechanism people subconsciously employ in order to cope with difficult feelings or emotions. Psychological projection involves projecting undesirable feelings or emotions onto someone else rather than admitting to or dealing with the unwanted feelings. So those unwanted feelings, um, undesirable feelings, can be feelings and desires and emotions connected to childhood. And they weren't resolved, they weren't dealt with, they weren't addressed, they weren't healed. And so those emotions have to go somewhere. And they can manifest themselves in different ways, like anger, depression, guilt, anxiety, fear. But they can also manifest themselves in people falsely accusing you of things that you did not do because they've created a scenario in their mind and they have to project it onto someone. So be mindful if it has not already occurred. Don't be surprised when it does occur. Because people are not dealing with childhood trauma or other type of trauma that has occurred in their life, and so they're going to project it on you. And they're going to falsely accuse you. And it's going to take you, well, if you listen to this message and you are forewarned, it won't take you for a surprise as much as if you didn't know. But it's still going to come as a shock to you, because the accusation is going to be so ridiculous, so unfounded. But in their mind, it really did occur. It really did happen. And the advice that I'm being told to give you is that you will have to just lay low. You will have to lay low, because this isn't the first time that this person has done this, has accused someone of what they are accusing you of. So, and a leopard doesn't change its spots. So they're going to do it again, just like a criminal. If a criminal doesn't get caught the first time they commit a crime, they're going to commit it again. And they're going to return. Usually, is the saying is that the criminal returns they return to the scene of the crime. So if no one ever checked them on this behavior of falsely accusing people, and they got away with it, then they're gonna continue to do it until they get caught, and until someone puts the pieces together and realize, okay, this person is lying, this person is suffering from some type of mental disconnect, some type of mental illness, and it needs to be dealt with. So until that happens, they're going to continue falsely accusing people, projecting the emotions and feelings that they don't want to deal with, that's making them uncomfortable. They're going to continue to project that on other people until they're caught. It's like they're committing a crime, so to speak, and they're going to continue to do it until they are caught. So you're going to have to lay low. And that's on the mild side. In some cases, you may have to, it may cost you more. It might cost you a job. It may cost you financially. You may have to relocate temporarily or permanently, depending on the severity of the accusation. But you're just going to have to lay low. It's not going to help you popping off and you responding in a hostile way. You're going to have to let this person dig a hole for themselves, because they are going to get caught. They're going to dig a hole for themselves. And you're going to have to let it play out. You will get vindicated. You will receive justice. Your name will be cleared. But you just going to have to lay low. You're going to have to swallow your pride and lay low. I'm also here to tell you, don't expect other people to serve as a character witness for you, or to serve as a witness to testify on your behalf, or discredit the person, because people are not going to get involved because they're going to feel like they have too much to lose, or they just don't want to get involved. And that may hurt your feelings, because these are people who otherwise you had a cordial relationship with. Even if it was just, hi, how you doing? It was nothing to infer, or nothing to let you know or to think that these people would do this to you, would act like, I'm not getting involved. I have nothing to say. Or that it will appear as if they're taking the person who falsely accused you, they're taking that person's side. Like because they still talking to that person, because they may have been an eyewitness, a bystander of the act of the entire incident in which you were falsely accused, and they know the truth. They know the truth, that it didn't go down that way in any way, shape, or form. Yet they refuse to speak up. They refuse to, like I said, be a character witness. They refuse to, stand up for you. They just refuse to get involved. But yet they are still engaging with and associating with the person who falsely accused you. So then you're going to feel like you're being betrayed. All that is all that this is showing you or revealing to you is the character of that person. So don't take it personal. Now you're seeing this person for how they really are. That they're going to straddle the fence. They don't want to cause no waves. And they may falsely believe that you did something to cause this person to act this way and to say those things. But that's exactly what the person who is falsely accusing you want other people to think. You did something that triggered this, to prove that what they're saying is true, but it's not. But that's what they want others to think, and that person or people are falling for it. So don't expect them to come to your rescue or to defend you. Don't expect it. Expect the opposite, betrayal. Because they don't have the courage to disconnect from this person. And what they don't understand is that if that person has done this to you, they're going to do it to them. They just need the opportunity in which to perform this act. So if they falsely accuse you, if they project it on you, they're just waiting for the opportunity to do it to that person. And that opportunity may present itself. And then that person is going to want to come back and apologize to you, but it'll be too late then, because you've seen this person for who they really are, for what they are really about. So as much as it may irritate you, the advice is to lay low. Don't respond in a hostile and negative matter, because that's what they want you to do. So it will serve as evidence to what they falsely accused you of. behave the complete opposite of what they're expecting you, or how they're expecting you to behave. Because in the end, it's going to serve as evidence for you that you didn't do it in the first place, or what they accused you of, you didn't do it in the first place. But if you respond in the way that they want you to respond, then you're going to give them what they want. Because people out here, they're shape shifting, and it's not about physically turning into someone else. They are shape shifting mentally. Well, you can say it is like they are physically changing into someone else, because most of the time when we go through an experience like this, what do we say? You see a different side of a person. You're seeing them in a new light. So in a way, they are physically changing, in a way, metaphorically speaking, symbolically speaking. Because the energy that's going on in this world, that people really are creating scenarios in their head because they haven't dealt with repressed emotions, repressed trauma, repressed memories, repressed negativity. So they are creating these scenarios in their head, and to them it is real. To them, they have proof that you did what they accused you of. Because they've allowed whatever entity to serve as they've allowed themselves to serve as a host to whatever entity that has now taken control of their mind. And they truly believe that you did this. Because one, they either, usually what someone accuses you of, they're either doing it and they're trying to deflect and deter the spotlight on them so they don't get caught. So they accuse you of doing something that they're doing, so all the attention will be on you so they can continue to operate in the dark and continue to do what they're doing. Or they have thought about doing it and guilt kicks in or shame kicks in, and so they they project it onto you because they feel like they can't talk to somebody and admit that they're thinking this way because of the shame and guilt involved. And so they accuse you of doing it. And it's something that they may have really thought about doing, like seriously contemplated doing it. But then their conscience kicks in and they realize, I can't believe I'm having this thought. I can't believe I thought, I'm thinking this way. So they project it onto someone else. It's kind of like a cry for help. I'll accuse you of doing it, but it's really me. But I really don't know how to ask for help in dealing with this emotion. Because I don't want people to judge me, or think I'm crazy, or, you know, maybe take my kids away from me, or put me in jail, or whatever. So they accuse you of it because they're so worried about how people are going to perceive them and respond to them if they say that, no, I'm really thinking these thoughts. These thoughts cross my mind. So when people accuse you of it, or falsely accuse you of something, those are one of the two reasons why they're doing it. Or the third reason is they don't have all the information. They only got bits and pieces. Um, and they take those bits and pieces and form a story, and then they run with it and accuse you of something, and they don't have all the information. That's another reason why they can falsely accuse you. They can falsely accuse you because they are jealous of you, envious of you. And they always have been jealous and envious of you, and they just they waited for the perfect moment to express that, to throw dirt on your name, to show that it's got to be something wrong with you. They could be angry at you. They could believe in their head you did something to them on purpose, like you deliberately tried to hurt them on purpose. You deliberately did something to them to be mean to them on purpose. And so to get back at you, I'm going to falsely accuse you of something. But that goes back to um taking one piece of information and running with it and not having the full picture. You're taking one detail and you're running with it and don't have the complete picture. So these are the various reasons why the person is falsely accusing you, where this projection is coming from. Don't take it personal. It has nothing to do with you. This is all on this person. Do not do not um internalize this. That's why this message is being given. Do not internalize this. This literally has nothing to do with you. It is all about this person. They have some unresolved trauma, unresolved hurt, some repressed emotions that they have not dealt with, and they're projecting it on you. So this is serving as a forewarning to let you know that when it occurs, it won't be that much of a shock. You still might be, knocked off your feet or taken, back a bit, but it won't be as impactful if you didn't know. And if it has already occurred, now you have some context. Now you understand why it has occurred. And you can just go through the process, lay low. Just lay low. I'm telling you, you're going to be vindicated. Your name will be cleared. I'm here to let you know that is what the end result of this is going to be. And and you're going to discover things about this person, like this is not their first rodeo. They have a background, they have a record. Like, this is not their first rodeo. You were just being used to get them together, basically. That they really need to stop this behavior. They need to be disciplined, and you were used to bring that to pass, to get the wheels moving so that they can be made aware of their behavior, and they can be checked on it, and they can be disciplined, because the reason they're repeating this behavior is because they didn't learn their lesson the first time. Well, I'm here to tell you, after they falsely accused the right person, because they gonna learn their lesson this time. Because now they have much more to lose this time. And now they're going to suffer much more embarrassment this time. And now they're not going to be able to run away this time. So they picked the right person. It may not feel like it. You may not like the process that you're going through, but I'm here to tell you they picked the right person. And this time around, they're going to learn their lesson. Don't even be surprised if they try to come back and apologize. You can accept the apology, but don't fall for it because they're on. But don't fall for the 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 crying wolf because they're only trying to get out of their punishment. You can accept the apology, but they must deal with the consequences of their actions. So I'm forewarning you. I'm being used and guided by Spirit to forewarn you. This has been a prophetic message. If you listen to it into its entirety, that means you resonated with it and it's for you. So this has been another Mirror Moment message with Tia DeShay. Remember, pay attention to what you don't see because what you don't see will help you make sense of what you are seeing. Until next time, be blessed and be aware.